Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? Welcome into another live stream, podcast, whatever you want to call it. Welcome in, everybody. Come one, come all. If you are just coming in here, do me a huge favor, smack up the like button. Do it for the Arizona Cardinals, who have killed the first round of the NFL 2024 draft, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, woo! All right, a lot to dive into today, ladies and gentlemen. I ended up putting a tweet here not too long ago about, actually, I believe it was actually over 8 minutes ago now, and I believe the pick was announced about 2 or 3 minutes ago, or maybe 4 minutes ago. I guess it's really depending on what's going on. But I ended up announcing that the Arizona Cardinals are going Darius Robinson, and that's exactly what the Arizona Cardinals ended up doing. So huge, absolutely huge news for the Arizona Cardinals. We just, man, I feel like we did it. I feel like we killed it. I feel like we did a very good job in the 2024 NFL draft. Now, I'm curious to figure out what your guys' thoughts here in the comments below. Please go ahead and let me know what your thoughts are about the Arizona Cardinals. 2 first-round picks. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know here in the chat below. Now, I am going to be putting a poll question here on the YouTube side. So anybody watching on X, I apologize. It's mainly just for the YouTube side. So come on over if you do want to participate in on the poll question. But we are going to ask you guys, how do you feel like the Arizona Cardinals ended up doing in the first round? I want you to grade how the Arizona Cardinals did. Your options are going to be A, B. Then you're going to have a C, and then you're going to do D, F. I don't think there should be a DF, but we are going to roll with that, and let's see what you guys have to say here in the chat below. What are your thoughts about the Arizona Cardinals 2 first-round picks? I honestly think that the Arizona Cardinals did a fantastic job. I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole let Monty cook, I think Monty Ossenfort absolutely cook 110%. Now, I think the biggest knock that I'm seeing right now from Cardinals fans is, why didn't we go after Johnny Newton, right? Jason Newton, why didn't we go after him? I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. I really do like Jason Newton as well, but I don't think you can avoid the fact that Darius Robinson is a really good pick as well. Now, he is listed as a defensive line edge player, but listening over to the broadcast and looking a little bit deeper into him, it almost kind of seems like he is more well-rounded and fit to be an interior defensive lineman. Maybe not a nose, but definitely somewhere maybe, in the interior more than anything. 6'5", 296, big guy, huge, a big guy. He's 22 years old, and it seems like what he's really good at is bull rushing. Really, really good in bull rushing. He can definitely do a very good job with the interior offensive lineman. It seems to be his biggest pro is that he's got a real nasty bull rush when it comes down to him imposing his will on the inside. We did also hear the broadcasters say that he was used as edge in college, or at least the outside linebacker in college, more because it was a need for them, is what I'm hearing. But I think what they're really going to maybe use him for, and honestly, it depends on what JG is going to use him for, right? It depends on what JG is going to use him for. But I think truly, what they're most likely going to use him for is maybe somewhere in the interior. We're talking about a big guy. We're talking about a big guy, 6'5", 296. 6'5", 296. Like that's a big dude. That's an absolute big dude. Now, let's look at Jer'Zhan Newton's just kind of measurables right now. Now, do I feel like the Arizona Cardinals will go Jer'Zhan Newton? I don't think so anymore. Maybe we can double down. You never know. I don't think so personally, but I do feel like measurables are almost similar, y'all. Like, not gonna lie, check this out. Jer'Zhan Newton is 6'2", 295. Jer'Zhan Newton is 6'2", 295. Last year, he had 7.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. And then we're looking at our guy, Darius Robinson, which I heard he's better in the inside than he is at edge. What he is 6'5". 6'5", 296. He's 6'5". And last year, he had 9 sacks, 6 hits, 27 hurries. The year prior, 3 sacks, 10 hurries, 6 hits. So we're talking about a guy that has 3 solid inches over the guy that people are saying maybe we should have got him. I don't know. I feel like, in Monty we trust right now. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like in Monty we trust. We have a taller guy that's 296 compared to a Jer'Zhan Newton that's also, actually he's 1 pound lighter, but he's 3 inches shorter at the same time. Now, that doesn't mean anything, right? He could still very well be a very good player, but I honestly think this is a good pickup. I think this is a very, very good pickup here for the Arizona Cardinals. No doubt. No doubt. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Fire emoji it up in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys haven't already fire emoji it up, I don't know what to tell you. Who did we just pick up 4th overall? Was that Maserati Marv? Did we just get Marvin Harrison Jr. on this roster? Woo-wee! Oh my goodness. I can't even begin to explain to you how excited I was, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot explain and begin to tell you that I had a tear in my eye. I'm not sure if you guys saw my reaction video, but I was choked up. There was a moment that I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even say his name. That's how darn excited I was about this pick, and darn excited about what Monty Ossenfort has done with this organization in such a short period of time. This man deserves all the flowers. He deserves everything. With all the rumors out there, all the noise. The Cardinals should do this. The Cardinals should trade up 3 first-round picks. Do it for the 3 first-round picks. No. He was like, no, I'm going to stay here and get the best prospect in the college level. And that's exactly what he did. Kudos to Monty Ossenfort. Kudos to everybody in the front office. They did a fantastic bang-up job for not getting tempted. Kudos to him. Man, what a huge pickup. We just absolutely elevated our wide receiving core by 1,000. 1,000. I might be a little dramatic, but by 1,000. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a game changer. I am so freaking excited that we have him on our roster. Once his jersey is on sale, you better bet your bottom dollar we're getting one of those bad boys. We're getting one of those bad boys for sure. Let me go over to our first contribution of the day. We got a $20 dono by Ranger the Patriot. What's up, Ranger? Appreciate you. Thank you so very much for being here. He says, Maserati Marv, vroom, vroom. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. How sweet it is. How sweet it is to have a competent front office. How sweet it is Now, the last couple picks that ended up going off, I think Nate Wiggins just went over to the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think they have announced it yet, but Nate Wiggins is going to the Ravens. Tyler Guyton just went over to the Cowboys. And then Kansas City Chiefs swapped with the Bills. I'm surprised the Bills allowed it, but they ended up getting Xavier Worthy. And now there's two more picks in the remaining of the first round. The 49ers, which is our division rival, and then you got the Bills now sitting at 32. So absolutely crazy draft that we've seen so far. Absolutely crazy draft. I did not expect that many QBs. Did not expect that many QBs to be taken off that far. What was it? 6 quarterbacks taken in the top 15. And then there was a run on offensive linemen. And then there was a run on wide receivers. And then the defensive linemen or the defensive players in general, everybody was there for the pickings. Like literally everybody was there for the pickings when it comes down to these defensive players. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I think the Arizona Cardinals absolutely killed this draft. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the Arizona Cardinals absolutely killed this draft. They did an absolutely fantastic job. I know there were some Cardinal fans out there that really wanted the Arizona Cardinals to trade up and get Terrion Arnold. I'm not going to lie to you. I really wanted that as well. I actually mocked that as a possibility for the Cardinals to potentially trade up. They didn't want to do it. Okay, no worries. They didn't want to do it. At the end of the day, you know, we're trusting in what Monty Ossenfort truly believes. And if he feels like Darius Robinson is the guy that's going to give us some pressure on the inside, who's us to say something, right? Who's us to say something? We're going to allow him to cook and we're going to allow him to do his job. And right now, he did a fantastic job bringing in Marvin Harrison Jr. and then staying where he wanted to stay and getting Darius Robinson. I think they're excellent picks. I'm not going to lie to you. I think they're absolutely excellent picks. Let's take it to the chat here. We got my guy here in the chat saying Kool-Aid. We're going to be dropping a video tomorrow morning about the potential prospects for the Arizona Cardinals to pick up with the 35th overall. We're definitely going to go ahead and do that. It's going to be in a video format, so definitely make sure you have your post notification bell on. For all you Twitter/X people, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Come on. It's absolutely for free. Search up the AZ Sports Fan here, especially if you like this type of content. Jump on over to the YouTube side, search up AZ Sports Fan and subscribe. And we're on the road to 14, 15K, hopefully. And I think right now, the Arizona Cardinals are only scraping on what we can possibly be in this next coming year. And I'm so damn excited. I don't think you understand. I am so damn excited. Tyler here says, in Monty, we trust. Absolutely. I don't see anything else any otherwise, right? Like he did a fantastic bang-up job, a great job. Now I want to go ahead and address real quick the elephant in the room. I ended up doing a prediction on what I feel like the Arizona Cardinals, what the NFL was going to do. I was wrong. I got some picks right, but I was wrong for the most part. There was a lot of picks that didn't work out to my favor. Like, for example, J.J. McCarthy didn't get traded up for. The first 4 picks were right, but the Chargers got Joe Alt. And then we got I was right on the Giants. The Giants got Neighbors. I think, was it J.C. Latham went to the Titans, and then Penix. Yes, Michael Penix went 8th. Roma Dunze went there, and then Olufashaw. So I guess I didn't do so bad. I missed off on 2 or 3 of them. But just because of that J.J. McCarthy, I guess I believed too much in the hype, and that didn't happen. So, you know, for the most part, I did a pretty darn good job. I can't blame it. I can't blame it at all. But let's talk about our prospects, right? Let's talk about the new prospects for the Arizona Cardinals. I think overall, the Arizona Cardinals did a bang-up job, man. There's no way else to describe it. The Arizona Cardinals did a bang-up job. They came in here, and they stuck to their board. They came here and said, we are going to dominate this draft, and they did. Marvin Harrison Jr. obviously is the highlight of it all, right? There's no other way to describe it. Highlight reel. Let's get that going. I don't have it, but I wish I did. We're talking about Maserati Marv, right? The best wide receiver coming out of the draft in a long time. We haven't seen a wide receiver prospect like Maserati Marv. We haven't. We absolutely haven't. Now, there was a report that came out, or I guess not really a report. I ended up posting a lot of things on my Twitter/X. So appreciate you guys for following me. If this is your first time here, definitely shoot me a follow. I'm going to be doing my very darn best to cover this team as best as I possibly can moving forward. But we ended up getting some really good videos, some really good things to really kind of dive into. We heard Monty Ossenfort come out, talk about Marvin Harrison Jr., about the fact that he always wanted to be in Arizona, right? Just like Paris Johnson Jr. said. Paris Johnson Jr. came out and said that Marvin Harrison Jr. wanted to be a Cardinal. And we made a video about that. There were some naysayers out there that said that wasn't the case and it wasn't going to happen because Monty was going to trade back. No, I said it. He's going to stick and pick as he should. He did a fantastic job. Ivan with the $2 dono, he says it was Marvin Harrison Jr. or bust. We got him. Absolutely, man. It's great. It's fantastic. It really is. I want to go ahead and just do a real quick sharing of my screen. There's a couple videos that I want to kind of chime into so we could all kind of be fully caught up to date with everything Arizona Cardinals. So please allow me here real quick to do a real quick sharing of my screen, and we're going to be diving into what Monty Ossenfort ended up saying about Marvin Harrison Jr. In the 30-30 visit. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. We heard Monty Ossenfort come out here and talk about the newest acquisition for the Arizona Cardinals, and that's Marvin Harrison Jr.
Inside the draft room, once the pick was in, what was the conversation like with Harrison on the phone when you called and you told him he was an Arizona Cardinal?
That's always a great conversation. He was excited. He was excited from the 30 visit that we brought him in here. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be here. He made that clear, and it was just exciting to help him make that dream come true tonight. And can't wait to get him here tomorrow.
You've got another pick, 27 in this first round. For all the fans watching at the draft party, any clues, any hints for them?
Well, a few names got to come off the board, but we're prepared, and we'll be ready to add another talented player to our group.
And that they did. They did get another talented player in their group. They did a fantastic job bringing in Darius Robinson. I'm not mad at it. I think it's
the one and only Marvin Harrison Jr.
Now,
what's going on, everybody? Tyler Drake here.
I want to give a huge shout out here to Tyler Drake. I ended up having him on one of my podcasts earlier this week. He's from Arizona Sports. Really, really cool guy. I want to give a huge shout out to him and Arizona Sports for making this possible. He ended up coming in here and talking to Marvin Harrison Jr., the newest Arizona Cardinal, and this is what Marvin had to say.
What's going on, everybody? Tyler Drake here with the one and only Marvin Harrison Jr., fresh off getting picked number 4 overall. I just got to ask you, man, how you feeling? The anxiety's probably gone. You're probably feeling a lot more eased, right?
Yeah, definitely. Leading up to draft, you just want to know where you're going, and I could not be happier to be an Arizona Cardinal.
I love it.
I got to take it back to last draft, man. I actually had Paris Johnson on my podcast. He talked about how you said you wanted to be a Cardinal when he mentioned that you were going to be a Cardinal.
Yeah.
Why was that thought in your mind back then?
I don't know. I just really love the Cardinals. Just growing up, watching them. I think Larry Fitzgerald being one of the best receivers in the league for such a long period of time. Cardinals always caught my eye. Then it's kind of crazy, surreal. Kind of before even Paris got drafted to the Cardinals, we was kind of talking about them joining up. And we knew that Arizona would be a place that we do that. So it's crazy how it's all come full circle. But like I said, I cannot be happy to be Arizona Cardinals.
What's it mean just to join that NFL fraternity that your dad was part of, and what's been the biggest piece of advice that he's given you through all this?
Have fun, enjoy the moment. You put so much work in to get to this point. There's so much work still to be done. So right now, just enjoy it, and we'll get to work soon.
Okay, real quick before we finish this, absolutely amazing. The San Francisco 49ers just made their pick. They ended up getting Cooper DeJean. He's a really good player, but let's keep on moving and talk about Marvin.
The offense, what really stands out to you about the offense? What can you bring to the offense and just working with Kyler Murray, James Conner, Trey McBride, Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch? I'm probably missing somebody.
Like you said, there's so many pieces, but they all start with guy at the helm. That's Kyler Murray, one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and he's just so dynamic. I think he's a winner. I'm super excited to play with him. I just know how special he is as a player and as a person as well, so I'm super excited, like I said.
Okay, I apologize. Correction. It's not Cooper DeJean. It's actually Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver out of Florida, not Cooper DeJean. He's still on the board. 49ers end up going Ricky Pearsall. I don't know him too much.
I got to ask you, number 18, it's already taken right now.
Yes, sir.
Is there any thought of maybe talking with BJ? Is there a pitch that you want to give him?
I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out.
All right, cool. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Huge shout out here to, like I said before, huge shout out to Tyler Drake and his podcast, Cardinals Corner. Fantastic interview. This is absolutely amazing stuff that you love to see. And honestly, at the end of the day here, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a masterclass we're seeing a masterclass from our general manager, Monty Ossenfort, and it feels so darn good. It feels so darn good that we have somebody here that is going to be able to put the Arizona Cardinals in the front full of the things. And honestly, we are in a great situation. This is what the Arizona Cardinals needed. And here, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The last pick in the 2024 NFL draft. Let me take a look. I don't think it's been announced yet. Has it? No, the Panthers. The Panthers have traded up with Buffalo. So Buffalo's not even picking. The Panthers are on the clock. All right. No worries. But we're going to go ahead and dive into that a little later on. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just like my homie here, Big Mama Scooby with the $19.99 donation. Appreciate everybody with the donations. You guys are awfully generous. Thank you so very much. He says, Monty cooked tonight. Absolutely. This is a dream come true for Cardinals fans. This is an absolute dream come true for Cardinals fans. This is exactly what we wanted. This is exactly what we needed. We're talking about Maserati Marv. We're talking about a guy that has over 1,400, or was it like 1,200? Let's get his exact stats here. Because we're talking about a guy that's the best wide receiver in the entire college level, and most likely going to be the best wide receiver in the whole NFL level. I'm that confident. You know, it might be a little ridiculous, but it's okay. Talking about a 6'4", 205 pounds, still 21 years of age, very, very, very young. I'm trying to look at it here at his stats. I'm not showing them here. Here we go. Let's go to the college stats. Here we go. Let's talk about Marvin Harrison Jr. Where are we? Here we go. 2023, over 1,200 receiving yards, average about 18.1 yards a catch, 13 touchdowns. Come on. Come on, y'all. 14 touchdowns. Wow. That's production. That's production, man. This is what Cardinals fans wanted, man. This is what Cardinals fans wanted right here, and that's exactly what Monty Ossenfort ended up delivering. I truly do think that Monty Ossenfort ended up cooking today. Monty Ossenfort definitely cooked today, for sure. We got over 360 people watching on X/Twitter. Wow. Thank you so very much for being here. By the way, if you guys haven't already shot me a follow, definitely do me that huge favor. Shoot it up. We're going to be covering the Cardinals all season long and hopefully for years and years and years to come because, man, this team is going to be very exciting, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, y'all. This is just the beginning. All right. It seems like the last pick in the first round is actually Xavier Legette. Xavier Legette is going over to the Panthers. So there's still Jerzon Newton is still on the board. Cooper DeJean is still on the board. Kool-Aid McKinstry is still on the board. There's still players. Don't panic, y'all. Don't panic. There's still players. Darius Robinson is a huge pick. It's a good pickup. Trust me, it's a good pickup. We're talking about a guy that's 3 inches taller than Jerzon Newton. He's 6'5", 296. Jerzon Newton is 6'2", 295. I'm not saying that that's going to say it all, but we're talking about equally the same production and possibly maybe similar positions, right? They feel like Darius Robinson is going to be a better player for them. All right, I'm on board. I'm on board. I'm on board. Like my guy here says, dude's a beast. There is so many options. Absolutely. And guess what? We got 4 picks. We got 4 picks. 4 in the second day. We got 1 second, and then we got 3 thirds. This team is shaping out to be a darn good team. Oh, my goodness. This team is shaping out to be a darn good team. What's up, Darius? Appreciate you, man. He says, Darius is a beast. He can push and pull and is good anywhere on the line. He played edge primarily in college, but with what I'm hearing from the analysts on TV and what I'm kind of reading about him is that he primarily excels in the interior. Maybe not a nose specifically, but they're calling him a defensive end. So maybe something similar to where, you know how J.J. Watt kind of liked to jump back and forth. You saw him in the interior. You saw him in the outside. Something similar to that where I think that – I'm not calling him a comparison to J.J. Watt. No, I'm just saying that might be a similar type of play style that he's going to do. He might be more of a defensive end than he is as an edge because PFF has him listed as an edge. But I believe he's actually more just a regular defensive lineman, maybe a defensive end more than anything. So – this is a good pickup for the Cardinals. Absolutely good pickup. 3 inches taller than Jerzon Newton, had equally to the same amount of production, And we just got to see him out in the field, man. We just got to see him out in the field. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a great pickup for the Cardinals. And then, of course, Marvin Harrison Jr. That's just the cherry on top of the ice cream, ladies and gentlemen. That's the cherry on top of the ice cream. Here we go. We got my guy Nino Verse says Darnell Dockett type. Don't get me started. But don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Well, tomorrow is going to be very fun still. There's still a lot of people left on the board, y'all. Xavier Legette just went. I don't think the Cardinals had any interest, so that's really no sweat off our backs. We have the 35th overall pick here in the 2025 NFL. Sorry, what the heck? The 2024 NFL draft, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Who are some prospects you want here? Who are some prospects you want here on the chat below, ladies and gentlemen? Who are some prospects you want for the second round? Let me know. Flood up the chat. Flood up the chat. Here we go. We got BBH here in the chat below. We got my guy saying, great day for the Cardinals. I'm censoring. Oh, I'm sensing why. Wait, I'm sorry. Let's see. Why Dijon is dropping. Hope Cardinals get him tomorrow. Like, are you saying, like, you're shocked that he's dropping? Because if that's the case, I'm actually shocked too that he's dropped this far down. Nate Wiggins went, Quinion Mitchell went, Terrion Arnold was a guy that I really liked, and I know the Cardinals really liked him. I just don't know if they thought that somebody was going to jump up and get him. They probably thought he was going to fall to him. But yeah. Oh, here we go. He says wondering. Okay, gotcha. So you're saying great day for the Cardinals, but I'm wondering why Cooper DeJean is dropping. Hope the Cardinals get him tomorrow. I think because I don't want to say, I feel like because he's like a corner / safety hybrid. You know what I mean? He's listed as a corner in PFF, but he's played a lot of safety. So I think that might be why they're maybe valuing him as a safety. Maybe all these teams are a little too worried, but you better bet your bottom dollar he's going to go in the top part of the second round. Maybe not to the Cardinals. Maybe. We don't know. But that would be a good pickup for the Cardinals as well. An athletic guy that can play two positions. And I get Cardinal fans might be a little hesitant on that. But honestly, at the end of the day, these are good pickups for the Cardinals. Very, very good pickups for the Cardinals. Let's do a real quick recap on the NFC West, shall we? A real quick recap on the NFC West. The San Francisco 49ers got Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver out of Florida. Honestly, I with this pick, I truly think Ayuk is gone. I think Ayuk is going to go. They ended up getting a wide receiver, 31st overall. I think Ayuk is going to be gone, truly. The Rams ended up going Jared Verse. That's a good pickup, too. Jared Verse is a good pickup. And then you got the Seahawks going Byron Murphy II. So everybody, with the exception of the 49ers, they went defense, and they're really good players. They're really good players in the NFC West. Byron Murphy II, which I really, really liked. Jared Verse is another good versatile edge player. And then you got us with Darius Robinson. Really, really good players. Really, really good players. We got my guy in the chat says, Cooper is a fan of Buddha. I mean, that might be all it takes, right? We'll see, though. I mean, Cooper DeJean can be a great prospect for the Arizona Cardinals to potentially go after. But do you go that route, or do you go after a Kool-Aid McKinstry, which is a guy that plays, the cornerback primarily, right? I like Kool-Aid. I really do like Kool-Aid. And he's fallen, so maybe the Cardinals could take advantage here, right? We'll have to kind of wait and see how that all shakes out. We got my guy in the chat says, on God, Newton is in the second. Something has to be wrong with him personality-wise. Maybe. I haven't heard anything personally, but I don't know. I'm very shocked about that too, that he ended up falling this far back down. I'm very shocked about that as well. Being the fact that he has fallen to the second, and like I said, he could still very well go in the top part of the second round. But honestly, this is good. This is very good. Okay. Yo, something just came out, ladies and gentlemen. NFC West related. We end up getting Dolph Kleiman saying the Patriots are working on a potential. Okay, no, we read that already. But he retweeted and he said that the 49ers are most likely to trade Deebo Samuel over Brandon Ayuk per Mike Silver. Interesting. So we might see a Deebo Samuel trade. We might see a Brandon Ayuk trade. it is really weird. It's very, very odd, the fact that we are living in a world where they got a wide receiver. The Cardinals killed the first round. They did. They did a good job. All right, let's get to the people here in the chat. I asked you guys, who do you want? Who do you want the Arizona Cardinals to pick up in the second round? I asked you guys here in the chat, and then we got some responses here. We got Cooper DeJean. We got Fisk. Okay. We got Kool-Aid. Lassiter. We got, DeJean, Lassiter. It seems like cornerback seems to be what Cardinal fans want, and that's cool. I'm down with that too. I think that's an excellent call out. Honestly, I think it's an excellent call out. Honestly, Jazon Newton, I'm actually very, very surprised he's fallen to the second too. I'm not gonna lie, he's fallen to the second too. He might have some personality issues. I don't know. All right, so let's take a look at the poll. We got over 200 votes. 200 votes in the YouTube world. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being here. By the way, we had this poll for about, close to 30 minutes, but we're going to close it right here. I ended up asking you guys, what do you grade the Arizona Cardinals first round? Your options are A to B, C, or D to F. So A to B has 95%. And then we have C with 4%. And then we got 1% saying D and F. What? We must have some sort of haters. We must have had some sort of haters that called it an F. How is this an F? How is this an F? It makes no sense. How is this an F? Let alone a C. You got Marvin Harrison Jr., the best wide receiver in all of football. At college level. I have confidence he's going to be the best wide receiver of all of football. He looks up to Larry. He's got a Hall of Fame dad. He's going to be him. And then you get Darius Robinson. Oof. Let's go. Come on. 100% A+. Let's go with Yvonne. What's up, Yvonne? What's up? Appreciate you, man. With the $199 donation, he says, would you trade a third for Trey Hendrickson? Hendrickson, yeah. I like Trey Hendrickson. But just like we've been saying this whole time, I don't think the Arizona Cardinals are going after a player they're going to give up capital for and pay money to. Unless they do it, right? Unless they prove me otherwise or prove me wrong, I just don't see the Arizona Cardinals doing it. You know what I mean? I love the idea of it. I think it's a great player. It's just I don't see the Arizona Cardinals doing it. And it takes me back to free agency. I think it's a good idea. I think it's cool. I think it's something to humor or talk about. I just don't see the Arizona Cardinals doing it because of what happened in free agency and kind of the trend of what we've been doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr., y'all. What a pickup, man. What a pickup. Jonathan, what's up, brother? Appreciate you for being in the chat. He says, getting to see the picks live was amazing. I could only imagine, man. I could only imagine. I know Kyler Murray got really, really excited. Kyler Murray was getting heavily involved in social media. If you guys aren't involved in social media, let me go ahead and take you a real quick yonder of what our boy Kyler Murray, our franchise quarterback, has said about both these prospects that we ended up bringing today. So you don't want to take my word? Okay, cool. No worries. Let's see what our franchise quarterback has to say about both of these two prospects that honestly, at the end of the day, I think they are very, very good pickups for the Arizona Cardinals. And then let's see exactly what he has to say. So Kyler Murray says, welcome to the squad, Darius Robinson. And then this one is really cool. Check this one out. This is a reaction of Maserati Marv getting picked up. Let's take a look. I don't know what this guy's doing. It's hilarious. That guy's hype as hell. That guy's hype as hell. Yup.
Hurry up, man. Let's go. Yeah.
Simple as that, man. Sorry about that. Simple as I ended up exiting out of the wrong complete thing. That's my fault. Sorry about that. I'm back. I completely exited out of the wrong thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's it's amazing, man. It really is. This is a really, really good. This is really good for the Arizona Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. And if you just look at his highlights, give him a chance, man. For y'all people out there that are calling this an F for some crazy reason, the people out here that are calling this an F for some crazy reason, just look at the highlights, man. It doesn't lie. Marvin Harrison Jr., Heisman finalist, two-time All-American, 6'4", 205. We're talking about the best wide receiver in the draft class. How can you complain? How can you complain? And then you finish off with Darius Robinson. They obviously didn't go Jazon Newton for a reason, right? They obviously didn't go Jazon Newton for a reason. Whether that's personality concerns, whether they feel like it's not a fit for this team, maybe, right? Maybe. But when it comes down to it, Monty Ossenfort loves Marvin Harrison Jr. He loves his personality. He loves his playmaking ability. He loves his hands. He loves his height. He loves his toughness, his physicality. He loves everything about this prospect. And he's not a me guy per Monty. He's a we guy. He's a guy that's all about the team. And he said it himself. He wanted to be in Arizona. He wanted to be in Arizona. It's a match made in heaven. It's a match made in heaven. Now, Tyler Drake ended up asking Tyler Drake from Arizona Sports on that interview we saw a little earlier. He ended up asking him, what number are you gonna want, right? Because you're number 18 in college. He's not worried about the number, y'all. He's not worried about the number, and I don't think he should be. It's not really something. All he's got to do right now is focus on his family, focus on the idea that this man is an Arizona Cardinal. He wanted to be here, and that's the most important part. This man wanted to be an Arizona Cardinal. Super, super cool. Super, super cool. YouTube world, definitely do me a huge favor. We got over 100 people in the chat right now on the YouTube side, over 300 people in the X/Twitter world. If you guys can do me a huge favor, smack up the like button. Do it for the algorithm. Right now, we're sitting at 60 likes right now on YouTube, and on the Twitter/X world, we are sitting with probably like 4 hearts, but that's just kind of the way that it is. People don't really like things in the Twitter/X world. But if you guys can do me a huge favor, if you guys haven't already followed me on X/Twitter, definitely shoot me a follow if you do like this type of content. If not, no worries. Sit back and enjoy what the Arizona Cardinals ended up cooking, and they did a fantastic good job. A fantastic good job today. Fantastic good job. All right, let's keep it with the chat here. Let's see what else you guys have to say. We got my guy in the chat saying his last season was a disappointment. I'm not sure if you're talking about Marvin. Oh, you're talking about Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is not a great athlete on a real tackle, has a real tackling problem. And then you said his last season was a disappointment. Okay. I mean, I think he's still good. I think he's still a potential good prospect, in my opinion. Cooper DeJean, probably better. Yeah. We're talking about an overall better athlete. In terms of like measurables, Cooper DeJean is, yeah, he's there. And if you're going to use Darius Robinson, as your potential, what's the word? Interior? Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. You're gravy. You're gravy. Oh, okay, maybe not say interior, but defensive end. Let's go that route. Because every time I say edge, right, you're thinking about the edge. Defensive end, right? That's what he's mainly going to primarily play, and I think he's going to be in the interior, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I mean, cornerback is the next position to kind of knock off, right? TJ Tampa is still available. Kool-Aid is still available. Cooper DeJean is still available. Still a lot of players, man. There's still a lot of players still left on this board. Jazon Newton is still there. Now, I don't think the Cardinals are going to double down. If they do, I'll be shocked. I won't be mad. I would love it. But I think cornerback might be the next one at 35. Whether it's Kool-Aid or whether it's Kool-Aid or Cooper DeJean. I think those are real possibilities for the Arizona Cardinals. Or they address the offensive line. Or they address the offensive line. Interior. What was it? Jackson, right? JPJ, he's still out there. Maybe the Cardinals go that route. Maybe the Cardinals get a solidified center, one of the best centers in the entire, man. Ooh. Now I just got myself excited. Imagine. Yeah, maybe they can go that route. We're talking about a first-round talent that the Cardinals could potentially pick up in the top of the second. Yeah, man. Choices are everywhere. Choices are everywhere. My guy in the chat says Darius is not a true edge, neither a true defensive tackle. He plays just D-line, switching inside and outside. There you go. See? Yep, 100%. But that's the type of guys that I feel like that's the type of guys Jonathan Gannon wants. Versatile, right? Angry, violent. Those are the type of players Jonathan Gannon wants. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, honestly. We'll see, though, man. Oh, so stoked. We got so many good options left. So many good options left. Okay, let's look at the best options available. Cooper DeJean still available. Jazon Nunez available. Cooley McKinstry. Jackson Paris-Johnson. Those might be the ones that the Cardinals might get. Unless they do a trade back. I can see that as an option as well. Unless they do a trade back. I mean, there's still some really good edge players. Like if you're looking for a true edge player, there's still some really good edge players in day 2. So like I would not get upset about. I think this pick is really good. This Darius Robinson is a good pick for the Cardinals. I think it's a really good pick for the Cardinals. Go ahead, my guy in the chat. Imagine the nicknames on our squad: Maserati, Marv, and Kool-Aid. Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. Yeah, cool, man. JPJ, honestly, now that I realize JPJ is still on the board, getting yourself a center, addressing that offensive line, or you go defense. I mean, the Cardinals went deep in defense. The Cardinals went deep in defense on free agency, so maybe that deters them, but honestly, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm stoked, y'all. I'm stoked. Let's keep it with the chat here. Darius is a good pickup. I agree. I think Darius is a good pickup as well. Usually when you have a nickname, you are him. That's funny. I wonder, is Kool-Aid? I think Kool-Aid is his real name, right? I think Kool-Aid is his real name. Well, I mean, Hollywood Brown, although we all wanted him to succeed, it's just injury was a thing here, unfortunately, and we just never can get him and Kyler set up right. So I don't want to see him do great with Patrick Mahomes, but in a world we're all living in, he's probably going to do fantastic with Patrick Mahomes. It sucks, but it's just the nature that we're living in. We got my guy in the chat here. Okay, let's give some love to some people here in X. Let's give some love to those people out there because they don't really do a lot of commenting, and I appreciate the people that do comment. So let's go ahead and give some love to the people in X. I have my guy saying, I think Connor is our biggest need now. Or corner, I'm sorry. I think corner is our biggest need now. I think when you're looking at it, yeah, I can see that. But like, you can also make a you could also make an argument for the Arizona Cardinals picking, center, cornerback, another defensive line. It's just we have so many holes. I feel like anything could work. You know what I mean? That's how crazy it is. Like, but the Cardinals have done good, man. We did so good, so good. I ain't mad at this, man. I think this is a really, really good first round. I think this is really good. We got my guy in the chat says, how are we going to replace Humphreys? Well, we kind of did already. We kind of did replace Humphreys. It's not a forever thing, but we got Jonah Williams. And then we also got Paris-Johnson, which I've been talking about for a very long time. I would love to see Paris-Johnson move to the left and hopefully have Jonah Williams over to the right. As of right now, we don't know exactly if that's going to be the plan. But, I mean, I feel like we kind of already did replace DJ. But we did hear Monty Ossenfort say that it's not out of the question for the Arizona Cardinals to potentially bring back DJ Humphreys when he's healthy. Maybe closer to the beginning of the season. It is not off the board for the Arizona Cardinals to potentially get themselves DJ Humphreys back, if that is what they're going to do. So if that's some sort of reassurance. What edge players would you like the Cardinals to target? I know I said I was going to give some love to the X people, but I have a video specifically that I'm going to be making about top people, and I'm going to be put that. So I'm not going to tell you just because I want to kind of keep it for. So okay, let me give you one. Let me give you one. Let me give you one. One edge player that I know the Arizona Cardinals are interested in. One edge player that I know the Arizona, and I'm not talking about. It might not be a second rounder. It most likely will be a third round pick. But I'm talking about Braylon Trice. Braylon Trice is definitely a good pickup if we're talking about edge. You could definitely very well pick him up in the 3rd round for the Arizona Cardinals. And because we have 3 third-round picks, I know the Cardinals are very interested, or at least interested in him. So there's that. Don't want to give you anybody else. There's still a lot of good edge players here on the board. Not great, but definitely some with really good potential. We got a guy in the chat says Cooper is I don't know about that. White chocolate Cooper DeJean. Sheesh. Here we go. We got my channel member, Seth. What's up, Seth? Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. He says, hey, Mike, I was so hyped for this draft, so I was immaculate by anyways. I would take Kool-Aid or Johnny Newton, but Marvin Harrison Jr. was our best choice. Facts. Absolute facts. We got my guy in the chat says Brendan Rice in the 3rd. I can see Brendan Rice. I can see Jalen McMillan. I can see Cowing. If the Arizona Cardinals decide to use the 104th pick on Cowing, I could see that happening as well. The Cardinals are going to double down in wide receivers. It's the truth. It's going to happen. Definitely, definitely, definitely. A couple things that shocked me. We ended up getting Penix. Penix going to the Atlanta Falcons. What? Penix going to the Falcons after they just signed Kirk Cousins. I don't get them. I don't think their fan base gets them. That was shocking. Bo Nix going in the 1st round, especially top 15, was shocking. Being that Penix went before J.J. McCarthy was shocking. I knew J.J. McCarthy was going to go in the top 15. I just didn't think the other quarterbacks were going to. I didn't think it was going to take this long for defensive players to get picked off. So that was pretty odd as well. So there's a lot of shocking things that happen in this NFL draft. But that's the beauty, y'all. That's the beauty of it. It's the beauty of the NFL draft. It really, really is. There is going to be there's one subscriber that I wish he's here. And I don't think he's here, but he fought me tooth and nail about Marvin Harrison Jr. being the pick. He fought me tooth and nail about Marvin Harrison Jr. being the pick. I don't know why, but every single time I made a video, he was like, no, we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. You will see Monty's going to trade back. And I'm like, okay, we'll see. I just want him to be, hey, man, you were right. That's all I want. That's all I want. It's more for my own ego, but like, it's not like, hey, haha, I'm right. But it's more like, this is the best option. I don't know why so much people were fighting it. It wasn't so much. I'm sorry. It was more 10% of the fan base was fighting it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. This is the pick that the Cardinals should have taken. This is the pick. Joe Alt, I get it. Really, really good player. But the Cardinals weren't going Joe Alt. The Cardinals weren't going to trade back either. They weren't going to trade back. There was rumors of the yin yang, but it wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. Yeah, we have this. I just completely forgot his screen name or his YouTube name. Tooth and nail every single time I made a video, a live stream. We are not picking up Marvin Harrison Jr., he says. He says, that's not what I heard. He's like, I think he even told me he got sources. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. Just watch me go 3 for 3. just watch me go 3 for 3. Paris Johnson Jr. I even got that Zaven Collins one down as well. I wasn't the biggest fan of that one, but Zaven Collins, Paris Johnson, and now Maserati Marv. So shout out to Monty, man. Shout out to Monty. Monty's the real deal. Monty's the real deal. He came out here and said, we are going to do what's best for this organization. And damn well he did that. He did that. He did what's best for this organization. Absolutely. Shout out to Monty Austinfort, man. He held his cards tight. He held his cards close to his vest, and he made everybody second guess everything. And that's exactly what you need to do as a GM. Shout out to him, man. And this new regime, they know exactly what they're doing. I'm not doubting these guys ever. Ever. I'm not doubting these guys. These guys are cooking. But continue to talk about cornerback. Right now, the two top cornerbacks that I really like, Cooper DeJean, just based off of great value in where you can get them, and then Kool-Aid is my top cornerbacks, like this close, right? The 35th pick. But like there's still some really good intriguing prospects as well that's still on the board. And we're going to be diving into that a little later on once we release more videos. So like definitely stay tuned, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here, by the way. Everybody here in the X/Twitter world, I've noticed that you guys have been giving so much love. Oh, close to 500 people. It's crazy. Close to 500 people in the X/Twitter world. That's absolutely insane. Thank you so very much for being here. YouTube, you know, you guys are always my bread and butter. If you guys could do me a huge favor, smack up the like button. I think right now, last time I looked, we were at 60 likes. Let's see if we can hit 100. We have well over 100 people here in the chat. And definitely let's go ahead and hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Let's keep it with the chat here. We need my guy says need prime David Johnson. Hey man, prime David Johnson was another beast, man. He was a different guy. We got my guy in the chat here says in Monty we trust. Absolutely. And honestly, I think I'm to the point right now where it's like that, man. It's like that. I mean, I'm not saying he's picking the right choices because I wanted these guys. No, I'm not saying that, because you know the funny thing, y'all peep this. You don't believe me? So I ended up doing. This just came to my mind. I'm a freaking wizard. I ended up doing a mock draft in Bleacher Report. I did a mock draft in Bleacher Report yesterday. And I said that the Arizona Cardinals were going to get Marvin Harrison Jr. We ain't playing around, trading, nothing. What? We're not doing it. We're getting the best prospect in the in the whole college level. That's what I said. And guess what? Guess who fell 27th overall? Darius Robinson. And that's who I got. I'm a freaking wizard. I'm a wizard. Wow. I'm a damn wizard. Wow. I don't think any of you guys were on that. I don't think any of you guys were on that. That mock draft on Bleacher Report. But man, did I nail these picks? But damn, did I nail these picks for dang sure? Yeah. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to give you my top prospects here. Maybe in the morning, I'll be dropping a video here on who I would love the Arizona Cardinals to potentially go after. And let's see what happens, right? Now, I want to be very, very clear. There is going to be also another watch party, but on Bleacher Report. I can't get away from it. They are offering me something I can't refuse. I'm going to be doing a live stream on Bleacher Report. It's going to be a whole big watch party for day 2. So if you guys want to hang out, go to Bleacher Report. We will be reacting to the 4 picks for the Arizona Cardinals in day 2. If you want to check that out, that's going to be on Bleacher Report. But we will be coming back here and ending on YouTube/Twitter and X, and basically recapping and figuring out who the Arizona Cardinals picked, who I liked, who I don't like, that type of jazz. So yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that again. We got my guy Corey in the chat says, I need those lotto numbers, bro. I need them too. I need them too, because I need to buy this Cardinals organization still. That's still top of mind. Yeah. I got Darius Robinson. Yep. I got Darius Robinson. Dang, that's crazy. I completely forgot I did that. Damn, I'm good. How you feel about Darius? I like it. You want a little bit more in depth? Watch from the beginning. But yeah, no, I like it. I think it's a good pickup. I think the Arizona Cardinals did well. Very, very well. Very, very well. We are hitting the hour mark right now. I appreciate everybody for being. Well, we definitely crushed our 100 like goal. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much. If this is your first time here, subscribe it up on the YouTube side. If this is your first time here on X/ and you do like this content, shoot me a follow. Super free, right? It costs you nothing. But yeah, we're going to definitely be doing this a lot more with these live streams, because Twitter goes wild, man. Twitter goes wild. So definitely shoot me a follow if this is your first time here, or if you're wondering who's this guy with cool hair, right? Who's this guy that thinks he knows football? Yeah, shoot me a follow. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's read a couple more comments, and we're going to be closing shop here, ladies and gentlemen. We got my guy in the chat says, what round do you think we get a second wide receiver? 3rd. Yeah. And it's kind of a cop-out answer. Because we got three third-round picks. So it's kind of a cop-out answer, but I'm going to go with 3rd anyways. I feel like it's just a no-brainer. And then the wide receivers to look out for: Jalen McMillan out of Washington, Jacob Cowing out of Arizona, and then Brendan Rice out of USC. So definitely look out for those names. Because Xavier Worthy went to the Kansas City Chiefs, so that's not going to happen. So let's see here. So Cooper plays cornerback, safety, and punt returner. Is there something else Kool-Aid plays or his kid? So that's the thing. I guess that's the big question, right? The big question is going to be, what do the Arizona Cardinals value, right? Are they going to value another player that's going to have multiple different positions, or are you going to have a value a player that mainly plays one position, right? Is that Kool-Aid? Is that Cooper DeJean? I think I would be happy with either or personally, but we'll see. We'll see how it all goes down. We'll see how it all goes down. We got a guy in the chat says, Mike, I want Kool-Aid and Jonathan Brooks. I do think we go running back as well, but I think we go running back maybe later on. If we go in the third round, I would be shocked. I would love it. I would love it. I would just be shocked. I think you're thinking about running back. Maybe look out for like Dylan Johnson out of Washington. I know not a big name, but still a guy with good production. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all. We're going to be closing up shop. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is an absolute home run, slam dunk for the Arizona Cardinals. They did an absolute fantastic job. You should be proud of Monty Austin for it, because I sure as hell am proud of my general manager. This guy absolutely killed it. Killed it. But y'all, we're going to be closing up shop here right now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.